I know. I should have called.
No, that's okay. I'm always glad to see you.
I just, I wasn't sure after what happened to Michael. I wouldn't blame you if you didn't want me to come by anymore.
No. Listen, I have lost too many people that I love. I have no intention of losing you.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I am too. Michael's shooting was a real tragedy. But Jason, something positive could come out of this if you would be willing to change your life.
Distribution and placement are key. Now, I would be willing to compromise on certain aspects, but you're going to have to meet me halfway.
What are your terms?
I'll take lower shelf placement, but only in the prime newsstands. Everywhere else, I want Crimson front and center.
Best I can do is top row side shelf.
I will not let Crimson be an afterthought before we've even debuted, Todd.
Yours is the newest publication. It wouldn't be fair for me to push aside established title with a long-standing distribution deal.
Distribution, that's trucking, right?
Yes.
As a matter of fact, I was talking to a friend who's high up in the transportation union, and he's been getting a lot of complaints because drivers, they want to go on strike. I don't think that would be a bad idea.
That would bring the publishing world to a standstill.
Sometimes radical action needs to take place in order for things to change.
Your business with Sonny and Jason have nothing to do with me or this hotel.
Yeah. Until the lobby gets shot up again and we have another hostage crisis on our hands.
Yeah, I assure you that while my father is staying here, there will be no violence in your hotel.
You know, it's funny, because in the last 48 hours, a cargo ship was sunk in the harbor, and then your family's home was burnt down in retaliation.
Okay.
I don't want this hotel to be next.
As far as I'm concerned, this hotel is neutral property. I'm sure Jason Morgan feels the same way. After all, Carly is one of his closest friends.
And he would never do anything to hurt me.
Innocent people get hurt all the time. Bullets ricochet.
My father just needs a place to stay while he rebuilds.
He can stay here.
I'll be sure he knows what to think.
Why are you doing this? Why? I mean, I don't understand why you're doing this.
Well, I thought the point of owning a hotel was renting out the rooms, Jack. Sorry.
Oh, come on. This has nothing to do with profit margin. You want the Zakaras in your hotel so that you can spy on them for Jason. I'm telling you right now, that's not going to happen.
Get the hell away from my brother. What are you thinking? Why would you want anything to do with this skank?
To help you, but I already told you Lulu flaked, and if I don't go back to work, Kate's gonna fire both of us.
Just tell Kate you had a family emergency and that you had to talk your pregnant and somewhat hormonal cousin down before she did something really stupid.
It is just an email. Don't you maybe think you're overreacting? Just
No.
Okay.
No, I don't. Because you know what? It makes me crazy that I started this blog to reach out to other expectant mothers for it all to be hijacked by Spinelli.
Spinelli doesn't have a malicious bone in his body, so if he had any...
Come on. Who else could have written the phrase, the esteemed albeit single-minded mother-to-be?
He must have had a really good reason.
Someone put him up to this. And I have a pretty good idea who.
What is it about flowers that makes chicks just melt, man?
Flowers are just the way in. The key is staying in the moment, keeping things pressure-free. See how Spinelli's actually listening to what she has to say? That's perfect. You don't want to give the impression you're already thinking about how to get her home and trying to figure out how to leave.
What about this one?
This is the Polyanthus tuberosa. It's actually a night bloomer with an intoxicating scent symbolizing pleasure.
I can see why.
Equally enjoyable is the Dutch tulip, which actually wasn't introduced to the Netherlands until the 17th century, having originated in the Ottoman Empire.
What does it mean?
Symbolizes the perfect love.
Who would have ever guessed I'd meet such a smart, sensitive guy at some dive bar on the edge of town?
Spinelli keeps this up. He's gonna have her number and a date without even buying her a drink.
No way, kid. You're gonna crash and burn. Watch.
$100 says he gets the girl.
These are all so beautiful. Can I have this tulip? I really like the idea of a perfect love.
Okay, I get that you're still grieving for Emily, but hooking up with that is only going to make things worse.
You're out of line here.
I walk in here and find my brother, who is still recovering from a brain stranger who I happen to know is a total slut. So I think I have a right to be concerned.
You know what, Lula? Maybe you should try knocking next time instead of barging in on a situation you actually know
Tell
nothing
me that
about.
you're just going through grief and you're extremely lonely and you went out and picked up the first warm thing that you could find.
Hey, I realize that you're concerned, but that's no excuse to disrespect a guest that's in my home.
A guest? Do you know who this guest is? Claudia Zakara, as in Anthony Zakara's daughter.
I prefer John's sister.
What are you doing here?
She doesn't owe you an explanation.
Are you two dating?
I've had a lot of time to think while I've been here. I mean, think about the choices that I have made, people I've hurt, what led to the drinking. And I figured out it really wasn't Emily and Alan's death that triggered it. I had a problem a long time ago. It really started with you, Jason. When you left us and decided to go work for Sonny, I felt like I failed you.
Monica.
No, wait a minute. You had no idea how it was going to affect the family, nor did you have any idea how it was going to affect you. But Sonny did. Sonny knew, and he preyed on your innocence, and he turned you into somebody that we barely even recognized.
Sonny warned me. I don't have any excuses. I'm the one who made the decision all the way down the line.
Okay, now you've had enough life experiences to know that working for Sonny has brought you nothing but heartache and pain. Now, you can't go back and redo the past, but you sure as hell can make better choices for the future. Jason, get out of the mob now, before it destroys you like it has Michael.
How do you know so much about flowers?
Jacko is well versed in all things of an herbal nature. But with an internet connection and a reliable search engine, you too could pick up the finer points.
I'm not great with computers.
Well, perhaps a tutorial is in order.
And here comes a geek speak.
Give him a second. He can still pull this off.
He was dead in the water when he took that computer over there, man.
Jacko would be happy to provide you with a list of recommended websites to help you further your quest for horticultural knowledge. Might you have an email address where I could forward the corresponding links?
What are you looking at? We were doing some research on the meaning of flowers. This one stands for the perfect love.
Oh, that is so sweet.
This is my girlfriend, Mandy.
Dabian Spinelli.
Nice to meet you. Are you almost ready? We're gonna be late.
1 second. I don't have email, but maybe I'll see you around sometime and you can help me set up an account.
Jacko is always available for tech support.
Great. Thanks again for the flowers.
Of course.